There's no nocturnal scene which has featured more often in my vlog than the nighttime view of Via Lombroso outside the Trattoria del Nuovo Macello. The Nuovo Macello has been in all 6 of my Italian seasons so far, and is likely to be in any future vlog seasons too. I'm sure you would also have identified where I am by the trademark breadboard with the thinly sliced focaccia and carta da musica, or by the black stone plate on which the amuse-bouche have been served recently. This time, they were a panzanella-style bread cube with an eggplant mousse on top, as well as lightly hued melon chunks with a goat cheese mousse laced with honey-flavored vinegar. I worked out my menu choices and ordered a bottle of Isolina, an organic white from Sassotondo in Pitigliano in Tuscany, made from 70% Trebbiano with some Sauvignon Blanc and a bit of Greco. While I was enjoying my first glass of this, the antipasto arrived. Raw mountain trout fillet with rhubarb, that's the very pale yellow stuff, watercress, and creamy goat cheese. Chives and dill were further refreshing elements in this ideal late summer starter. On a majority of my visits to Nuovo Macello, I've opted for one of their magnificent risottos for my primo. Last year and this year, I went for pasta instead. This time, a very green plate of spaghetti. Not a pesto, if that's what you were thinking. The color came from peas and sorrel, along with mint and a pea sauce. And I mustn't forget the tartare of lime-flavored bacala. I don't know how Chef Giovanni Travasone manages to come up with such delightful creations in each category year after year. Creations which are so perfectly balanced and so instantly delicious that I would be tempted to order them over and over if they weren't gradually replaced by other great ideas by the time of my next visits. Paola, when taking my order, had assured me that the white wine I was contemplating, the Bianco di Pitigliano, would go with the veal kidneys I wanted for my secondo, as well as the 2 dishes I was eyeing to precede them. As always, Paola was right. You know I love innards, and veal innards specifically are items which particularly stand out in Milanese cuisine. I knew they'd be as good as they come at Nuovo Macello, and this dish offered ample proof for my conviction. These kidneys were sautéed with olive oil, garlic, and parsley, as well as the surprising ingredient of nori algae. The sauce you see next to the kidneys was casually described as a rustic bread sauce. Quite an understatement. I considered asking for a spoon to make sure I didn't leave a drop on the plate. Roasted haricots verts rounded everything off. Romina brought me the dessert menu. I had a hard time choosing between the reminiscence of stuffed peach and the lemon delight, as I told Romina when she took my order. I finally sided with the peach, as I don't frequently see interesting fruit desserts on menus. This was a baked peach half, sprinkled with dark chocolate on one side of the plate. Alongside, cubed peaches rested on rounds of almond, hazelnut, amaretto, croquant. In the back was a generous scoop of basil ice cream. I should have been more reticent with my dessert indecisiveness, because Romina also brought me my just barely second choice, the Delizia al Limone. That turned out to be an iced lemon cream with lemon-flavored caramel, limoncello foam, and several crags of lemon meringue on the top. There was a glass of passito made from Moscato to go with this, but I was too busy deciding which dessert I should eat first to note the winemaker. 4 little post-desserts were also served at the same time. 2 cubes each of sbrisolona, the typical Milanese almond-based crumble, and dark chocolate with shards of hazelnut, ginger, and orange peel. I'll confess right here that I was unable to eat these, at least not right then. Paola wrapped them up in tinfoil, and I savored them the following morning at breakfast, having guarded them carefully on my lap on the bus ride back home to my hotel. I didn't think I was eating faster than usual, but for the first time that I can recall, there were several other diners still there when I left. I'm already wondering what new creations Giovanni Travasoni will have in store for me on my next visit.